Yeah. So that is our game, right? We're going to be a passing team. 19 assists is a great stat for us. We're going to be a ball movement team, share the basketball, create shots for others. Unfortunately, we get a little greedy. We love the great pass so much, and so some of those backdoor cuts, the defense is coming in. They know we're cutting hard, we're beating our player, but now there's help, and we've got to be able to see the next pass. And I thought that was one good adjustment that we made. We stopped forcing it so much, faked in, threw some more pass, right? You spread the court, and because we've got shooters, we do spread the court well. Unfortunately, in that first half, 1 for 9 from three-point range, it didn't show up on the scoreboard. But as we talked about post-game, Erik, I told him keep shooting. We make 9 threes in the second half and score 49 points. So, but you're absolutely right. The passing is our key, and when we make good decisions, we're pretty hard to stop. But the turnovers we were too sloppy tonight. There's no question.
Fourth straight home game, fourth straight second half where you guys have outscored the other team by double digits. Is it adjustments? Is it just...
Yeah, sure. I'll take all the credit for the halftime adjustments. I mean, look, part of the difference in the score in the second half was simply we made shots, and that's just part of what you have to have trust in as a player and as a coach. That if you know the shots, that these are our shots, these are the right shots, and I really didn't have problems with the shots that we were taking. I had problems with 10 turnovers, right? Traveling and trying to jam the ball in places where it wasn't open. We missed wide open shots. Well, guess what? In the second half, we made them, and so that made a big difference. But I thought the energy on the defensive end was what. And when I asked the team in the locker room, that's what they talked about was, I love to talk about coaching adjustments, but as players, they know they are the ones that make the plays. They've got to make the decisions. Our hands, I thought, were excellent. We got a ton of deflections. Some of them steals and runouts. Other ones just times where we disrupt the pass. Now it gets them out of their offense. They take a bad shot. We get the board. We can run. And we're a pretty good transition team. So when we're playing defense, we get to run in transition, and that's very helpful for our offense as well.
Obviously, you don't like the turnovers, but you guys had a pretty good advantage for most of the game in points off turnovers, even though you committed more of them.
Well, that comes from the steals, is that Holy Cross is not going to beat themselves. Holy Cross had one of the best assist-to-turnover ratios in the nation coming into this game. Now, we said, hey, they haven't played the schedule that we've played. Let's see if they can do that same thing if we really bring energy and intensity, and we wrote it on the board, active and effective hands, because sometimes our hands are active, but we're not really in the right places. And I thought tonight, in fact, Shira Brown said it, and she's out with a foot injury, so she's another assistant coach on the bench, and she said, Coach, not only were our hands active, but they were effective, and I think they absolutely were. We got a ton of those tips, and so when you do that, you can turn it into offense. And so now, and we did. Our fast break I thought was excellent. We got lots of good 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, kickouts for wide open threes. We made them. Now we get our confidence going, and the game turned around.
Last two games we've seen a few times where Kelly's inbounding the ball. Maybe a little bit, I don't know if it's indecision on her part, maybe it's...
That's my fault. Kelly is a great passer. She's a great decision maker. Honestly, I haven't spent enough time on inbounds plays, and I'm putting a freshman with the ball in her hands, expecting her to know things that we worked on last year, because everybody else, she's the only freshman out there right now, right? So all the other players know things. She doesn't. The ball's in her hands. That's on me. We made a switch. She's such a great passer, great shooter. Lauren came in. We changed some things up, but Kelly's done a great job inbounding the ball for us. I just have to go fix a couple of those things. Where to cut? Where should she look when the clock, when the count is getting to 5? And then, you know what? She called the timeout the very next time, and she did a great job. So, again, I'm proud of her, and I have to accept responsibility for that.
Kind of feeding off that, you've been running pretty much a 7-woman rotation out there. Are you worried about the depth, the effect it might have later on in the season?
Yeah, look, we've got some more players that can play. Emily Daly's coming back from an injury. Victoria Lesko is, certainly capable. Just Katie Zenovich was playing so well tonight. I didn't really feel like taking her out of the game. And, sure enough, she's got 21 points and 12 rebounds and a big-time assist down the stretch that really, helped put the game away. So, sometimes it doesn't have anything to do with, a player who doesn't play what she's doing. It's with somebody else on the court, and again, what's great about our team is, I tell you what, a kid like Victoria Lesko, she is so fired up for Katie having a great game, that, hey, as much as she wants to play, it's about the team. And, you use the word unselfish. And so, you're really seeing a group that on the bench, chest bumping, coming out of the timeout, doing those things. They're so fired up for each other. And that just continues to bring energy to our program.
Last question. We end the holiday season. What's the best gift this team has given you in year 2? What's the thing you've been happiest about?
Well, from a basketball standpoint, obviously I love seeing the progression, but I think, the biggest thing is I'm so proud of who these young women are as people, and just the way that they attack their academics in the classroom. We finished up finals week. I mean, we had players taking finals today. right? It's not like we've been, off for a few days. They've been short of sleep and doing all these things. And just the way that they've really bought into each other and supporting each other and the way they carry themselves off the court, as a teacher and as a parent, those are the things that mean the most to you. Yes, I love basketball and I'm all about the adjustments and the development as players, but these are great people. I am fired up to coach them and teach them every single day, and that's the best gift you can give a teacher. Right. Thanks, Erik. Merry Christmas.